This place is getting more crowded by the day.
I tell myself the bustle's a blessing. There'll be time enough for quiet contemplation when I'm dead. So, did you find the answers you were looking for?
I still don't know what to make of this gift, curse, or whatever it is I've been given. But there is one thing I can say for certain. I am a dominant, Ifrit. And there is nothing I can do to change that. It is a burden I must bear until my dying day.
Spoken true. Forgiveness and in turn salvation can only begin with acceptance. It's a path we all must walk, no matter how colourful our histories.
Sid, you once told me that you wanted to build a place where people could die on their own terms.
I did.
I've been thinking about that. Why not a place where people can live on their own terms? For 13 years, killing was all I knew. So obsessed with death that I never stopped to consider the lives of those around me. Lives that were scarcely worth living. Be they bearers or beggars, most march blindly to their end, never realizing that they too deserve a choice. And I dare not turn a blind eye to their suffering any longer.
So, atonement then, is it?
That was the answer we found.
The only one we need.
I'll be expecting you both to pull
Character
your weight.
development.
And we will.
Well then, with a sprinkle of fire and ice, this plan of mine might just work.
What trouble are you looking to get yourself into now?
The best kind. We're going to sneak into the Imperial capital and pay a visit to Mother.
Oh my. Earlier, Oriflame, Empire of Sambirk, Council of Elders.
And the last of our farmholds in the eastern provinces has succumbed to the blight.
Without their yield, we will be hard-pressed to fill the capital's granaries before winter.
Is there no answer to the blight?
By then, the black creeps closer as we speak.
I'm just gonna take over the whole
And yet you do naught but
land we live in.
bluster.
Your radiance?
If it is fertile land the Empire requires, we need but look south.
If you mean the crystalline Dominion's holdings, we are bound by mutual accord. Theirs is a neutral state whose borders we are sworn to respect.
Gentlemen, did we swear to see our people starve?
Well, I really do think that...
The gates of Oriflamme buckle at the flood of those come seeking refuge from the blight. If there is not grain enough to feed those within our walls, how, pray tell, will we feed those without? But instead of setting your minds to riddles such as these, you lock horns with an enemy from across the sea, sending our soldiers to the slaughter in their thousands. The Empire bleeds, and you sit here prattling like crones in a tea house. And you fancy yourselves leaders of men. Fandrack is naught without her citizens. We are but their servants. If their land is being wrested away, it is our duty to claim new lands for them.
Your Radiance! You cannot mean a war of conquest.
That is exactly what I mean. It is time we expanded our dominion. This is the will of great Grieger.
Then we must find a way to distract the citizenry. But how much will that cost? And what of our legions? Shall we raise the furs?
Well, someone will have to contend with the Dalmex.
I will not keep you. You all have much to do.
It's just one man calls the shots and then they all just have to find a way to help him, huh?
Where is my son?
The Lord Prince is currently garrisoned at the Strait of Arthur. If it please you, I can send word requesting his immediate return to the Holy Capital.
That won't be necessary. Tell him instead to see to his wounds. Bahamut's strength will be needed again soon.
As you command.
I must have misheard. You mean to tell me that the mother crystals are the reason the world is dying?
Oh.
Are you mad?
I have been called that on occasion, but no, not today. We've all seen it firsthand.
But the mother crystals give everyone power.
Meadows. Land drained so dry of its ether, not even the rats remained. But where was it all going? I spent years searching for an answer until I saw it standing right in front of me. There, in the self-same crystals we look to for their so-called blessing. All right, listen. Take this crystal. How does it allow us to conjure magics? Answer, by drawing ambient ether from the air. And where do these crystals come from?
That's easy. They're mined from the mother crystals.
They're one and the same. Although admittedly this here fits more easily in the pocket.
But the mother crystals are massive. Some as large as mountains.
So you see the problem. Imagine just how much ether can be drawn by something that size. As to where it's all going, mind, well, I can't know everything, can I?
We are taught that the mother crystals are divine. Their ether a gift from the heavens. For centuries, nations have fought and fallen for want of that gift. If what you say is true, how did no one else see it?
Who says they didn't? Maybe the truth was inconvenient.
Inconvenient to whom, exactly?
Well, people have built their cities and kingdoms around the
Higher-ups,
mother
the gods
crystals,
themselves.
so... Everything's
So now
relied
you want
on
to
the
do
mother
something about the
crystals.
And what? We're not helping bearers and dominants anymore.
I didn't say that. I made a promise and I intend to keep it. But if we continue down this path, there's only one fate that awaits the realm. And we can't very well set our people free if they're all lying dead in a blighted ditch. Not if we want to create a place where they can live on their own terms anyway. Sort of defeats the purpose. So, if we have to bring the old world crashing down in order to build us a new one, what say you? Are you with me?
Sounds crazy.
I suppose it's about time I repaid your faith.
You could have just said aye. But it's nice to have you aboard all the same.
Is the game gonna end with no one with magic powers?
What have I got myself into? I'm going to need more than a few potions for this.
If everything we were taught about the Mother Crystals was a lie, then what else might we have been deceived about?
I didn't think it was a complete lie. I just also think Sid's right.
I'll give you two a moment to sort out your kit. It's a long walk to Oriflamme. I wouldn't want you keeling over on the way.
Side quest
So what God's forsaken corner of the realm is Sid dragging you off to this time?
Oriflamme.
The Holy Capital. And what business would you lot have in... On second thoughts, I don't want to know.
game. Really? This doesn't make sense. Last chapter, if you want to call it a chapter, gave me these items. And they're better than talking to the person that provides items. Like, oh, we're about to do something new, right? You'd think we would have something better than 165 damage then, you know? Guess these reduces time. I do like Rook's Gambit. Ooh, Heat Wave cooldown, Rook's Gambit cooldown. I think I might get this and equip it.
You're rubbing me blind, you know. Speaking of Oriflamme, I hear the trading routes leading south have seen more than double the usual traffic. If you ask me, summat foul's brewing, and it ain't Tyre's borbile tea.
Roasted.
Just go and see Otto, will you?
All right.
What's up, Otto?
So you're really going through with it? Sid's been talking about bringing down a mother crystal since I've known him. But that's all it's ever been. Talk.
He's convinced it's the right thing to do. We'll be leaving for the capital shortly.
Well, you couldn't have picked a better moment. Seems the hiding the royalists gave him wasn't enough to dampen old Sylvester's spirits. His legions are on the march again. This time, due south.
Another war.
All as the great Grieger wills it. Bloodthirsty little miss, that one. That's God's for you, innit? Still, might work to our advantage on this occasion. Wars breed chaos. On the front lines, and at home. With a fair wind behind them, a handful of like-minded ne'er-do-wells could melt into the back alleys of Oriflamme. No trouble. It's making it to the capital that's the problem.
The checkpoint.
That's right. Anyone travelling in or out of Oriflamme has to go through Northreach. Lucky for you, I might just know of a way.
This.
Well, no, not that. That gets you an audience with the Dame. And it's the Dame who'll see you safely through Northreach. I'll send the Stolas in the morning. Let her know you're coming. We go way back. And she's a true friend of the cause. I'm sure you'll get on like a house on fire.
That's good of you, but who is this dame, and where will I find her?
She's the proud proprietress of Northreach's foremost house of ill repute, the Vale. And she's quite a woman, if you know what I mean.
Oh. A woman. Right.
Right.
Don't go blinding her with your charm now, lad. I'll be expecting a full report when you get back.
I kind of hope we reach a part in the game where we don't come back here. Where just like chapter after chapter after chapter of just event. Because right now it's like, let's do something, let's come back, let's do something, let's come back, let's do something, which is fine. But I'm curious if it'll ever change pace. Alien reports are now available for viewing by speaking to guides.
I suppose that's everything. Now to find Gav.
Oh, you're the new lad, aren't you? Goat at your service. Well, at the hideaway service anyway. Otto's put me in charge of reading through the reports sent in by our allies and picking out any problems that might warrant the attention of the curse breakers. Or any other willing volunteers. And there's no shortage of problems, I can tell you. Or maybe I don't have to. I'll warrant a strapping lad like you's got people begging him for help wherever you go. Anyway, if you're ever interested in taking a look over the list, just say the word. Reckon you could probably tick off the odd thing here and there. They say little acts of kindness are their own reward. But if that ain't enough, these have got proper bounties on them and all. Anything catch your eye?
These goats aliens reports to not only find new quests around Valstesia, but also travel immediately to the obelisk waypoint nearest to its location. Ah, let's go. Okay, this is nice. This helps travel to quest and making sure we don't miss any side quest a lot easier. So we got 2 in Sembrek and in Rosaria.
I've seen your face before. You're a friend of Martha's. Help us, I beg you.
Help you with what?
Bandits in the Golden Stables. They're wait. When I saw what was happening, I slipped out the back.
All right. How many were there?
I was out of the door too. They looked a nasty bunch, though.
I thought we were gonna find a cat by the name. I didn't think it was someone escaped a fight. Alright, let's do this.
Ha! Golden Stables, my ass. All Martha's hiding back here is coppers. Huh? Oh, that's a fine sword, friend. Heavy, though, I expect. What say we relieve you of it? Get him, lads. I want that blade.
Let's get this over with.
Easy.
I'll be keeping my blade, thank you.
There he is, the hero of the Golden Stables.
People will think twice about pushing us around again, thanks to you. We're lucky you were nearby. No good cowards wouldn't have dared set foot in the place if I'd been here, of course.
But you weren't. I thought you told me you had someone watching the place.
The Blood Axes keep an eye on the tavern, yeah. When they're not busy keeping the peace, that is. I've spread them as thin as they'll go. The Empire might be in charge, but that don't mean they care to keep us safe.
I see. Then you do Rosaria a great service.
Just as you did today.
And there'll be a mug of something tasty waiting for you whenever you next stop by.
Right, we've got work to do to make this place presentable.
Nice.
There he is, the man of the hour. You're the one who saw off the bandits, aren't you? Martha was... takes a brave man to march it.
A Rosarian salute.
Oh, what is it they say? Old habits die hard. If we'd had a few more like you about, perhaps the Rosfields might still... Listen to me rambling on.
Good joke.
Thank you again, and,
Guess we'll head back, see if there's any more side quests that open up. And then start a little bit of the new main quest.
Well, 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 someone's in a hurry.
Just following orders.
Funny, I never took you for the type.
Can't all be as obedient as you, Gav.
Eh?
Fine day for a little mischief, wouldn't you say?
Is this all of us?
Actually, Gav won't be coming.
What?
Just the three of us, then?
Drake's Head is the keystone of the Empire. Oriflamme's in chaos, yes, but that doesn't mean we can march an army through her gates. The fewer our numbers, the better our chances of going unnoticed.
Is Torbil coming?
And should that plan fail, well, we have our icons to fall back on.
Sid, I don't know if I can. Ifrit still seems to come and go as he pleases.
Ordinarily, priming an icon comes naturally to a dominance. But then, you are no ordinary dominance.
Well, he's still got the blessing of the Phoenix, doesn't he?
Not to mention what he sucked out of Garuda. And did I ever tell you about how he was once the greatest shield in Rosaria? You know, I reckon he could probably cut us a path out of the capital on his own if need be.
Let's try not to find out.
I did like one thing, being a shield in Rosaria.
I'll meet you in Northreach in a few days. You two behave now.
Ah. We're going to Lostwood. Does Sid know a quick shortcut?
And will I find Sid and Jill before this dame finds me?
Is it not faster going through here? Wait, what's through here? There's nothing on the map. I guess we'll go this way.
Now his daughter had been stealing up.
Wait, what? I might just fast travel. marked on the map, though.
Is it safe to ride to Northreach now?
Whee! Hello?
Get him! Wake wins! Who's that? Give me! There, boy! Sick of Google! There, boy! Over here! Get him, boy!
Still don't know when's the best time to do the limit break.
There, boy!
Guess it's a good thing we went this way to fight some enemies. To Gil. And get this area marked on the map.
Mistakes. Stay down. It's over. There. Northreach. Get him! There, boy! Sick of trouble! There, boy! There, boy!
Oh, I mistimed it.
Not this time. Sick of Toggle. Get him.
I can't time that. I can't time it. I can't time it.
You know what to do, boy.
How do you get a precision sick purple?
Garuda, lend me your...
Before we head in, we should walk around, you know, kill some things, level up. I know you can ride a chocobo, I'm pretty sure. Still confused if I'm just not far enough in the game to be able to do that. Ow. I have the wrong thing equipped. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Trying to get multiple with that, but I suck. Trying to like lead them into each other, that way I hit multiple of them. We gotta kill all the livestock first. And this will probably be the last group that we actually kill. We'll get this item first.
Keep your distance, boy. That's enough. Don't let them get away.
Ooh, we're almost up a level actually. We'll level up more. There we go. That should be an appropriate level for the upcoming mission. Oh, they're friendly if you don't attack them. That's crazy.
The soldiers used to speak of a brothel, but that was north of the checkpoint. I hope the dame has friends in the south.
So delightful.
Give me one of those hells. How about a plum? For the apple of your...
How do we check the shop?
Reds, whites, ales, meads, ciders. Are
You gonna buy something or not?
Do you see anything you like?
You got nothing. Do I have anything actually?
Thank you.
Can be traded for Gil.
I doubt you'll get more than that in the capital.
Really?
Thank you. Come back again.
Who are you?
A moment, my lady.
A moment? I doubt you could afford even that much of my time. Branded.
My mistake.
No, mine. Upon reflection, you don't have the scent of a branded about you. The flowers. Otto always did know how to please me. More than Sid ever did anyway. Do you think you could please me, Clive?
Why are we talking with a hoe?
You're the dame.
Let us leave such impersonal titles to my less preferred clientele. You can call me Isabel. Otto assured me I could trust you. I can trust you, can't I?
You can trust me, yes, but why would you?
Help you? Because that's what we do. Long ago, Sid did me a kindness when no one else would. I have never forgotten that. Without it, I would not be where I am today. And so, I make it a point to do the same whenever possible. Which brings us here. To the final obstacle between you and whatever it is you seek in the holy capital. I fear the guards are not likely to let a masterless bearer pass unmolested, unless... Unless, of course, his master deigned to appear. Yes, that will do nicely. But I shall expect a favor in return.
Wait, what?
However do they get that colour?
The fruit's not getting any fresher.
Why did we have to walk over here to talk to her again when I just continue the conversation?
Tut tut. We cannot have people thinking I tolerate disobedience from my branded.
The men who gave me this are no more my masters than you are. But it's not as if I can hide it.
From the moment you acquired it, that brand has done naught but take. But today, it is going to give you exactly what you want. Just play along.
Madame, back to the Vale already?
But of course, we must make ready to welcome you, my dear.
And who might this be?
Why, my new escort. The streets aren't safe for a girl, what with all the royalists about.
Well, don't work him too hard.
Well, that rather depends on you now, doesn't it? I'll see you all at sunset.
Oi, hold up. Another fucking branded. Oh, you're lucky you're with the dame. Now get out of my sight, filth.
I love being treated like this.
That wasn't so bad.
Wasn't so bad. They might have recognized me.
But they didn't. And even if they had, they wouldn't have done anything about it. The gentlemen of the garrison are some of my best customers. We have an arrangement, as do you and I. Now, if you'd care to follow me, we can speak more at the Vale.
Doesn't seem like I have much of a choice.
We'll just follow her for now. There's no really any reason to
I
explore.
suppose you'll need a little something to remember me by.
And I suppose I'll need to get my coin purse.
Oh, I thought these two would have dialogue. We're in Prostitute City.
And if anyone requests her company, tell them she is feeling unwell.
Madame, you look stunning.
As do you, my dear.
Shall I have one of the girls draw a bath?
That won't be necessary. Clive, my darling. Welcome to the Vale.
Wow.
Thank you for seeing me through the gates, my lady. I am in your debt.
Well, that was the whole point, wasn't it? And I told you, it's Isabel. Whatever wound you so tight, I wonder. It's certainly not Sid's influence.
You, mentioned a favor. What is it you'd have me do? I don't want to keep my companions waiting.
If you mean Sid and the girl, you needn't worry. They have yet to reach the checkpoint. Yes, Otto asked me to help them as well. But to answer your question, I need you to find someone for me. One of my girls. Tatienne has been gone for several days now, having left no word of explanation. And I began to fear the worst.
I feel as if I've spent my whole life searching for people. No, I can't say I'm any good at it.
I trust you'll do your best. Oh, and take this.
A seal obtained so people won't
Proof of
think
that
I'm
trust. And
a
hopefully enough to keep prying
slave.
eyes from looking too closely at that handsome face of yours. Now, I have matters to attend to at the Iron Flagon. If you find anything, ask for me there.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't know why we're doing this.
I should probably start here.
I think I missed something.
If the dame has given you her trust, then you have ours as well. No, you are always welcome here at the Vale.
You wear the dame's brooch. She must trust you.
Enough to have me look for one of your colleagues.
Thanks for the
A woman
follow,
by the name of
Dad and the
Tatienne.
boy.
She's still missing then. Oh, if only I'd comforted her.
You saw her before she disappeared.
The day before, she was in tears.
I'm so
She'd lost her
confused why we're
comb,
here.
a
What
gift from
we're
the
doing.
dame. It wasn't anything fancy, but you could tell it meant the world to her. You see, Tatienne was an orphan, and she looked upon the dame as a mother, as do we all.
So she was upset.
And I didn't lend her my shoulder.
So she was
But perhaps someone else did. Tatian shared a room. Her chambermaid may have seen something. She's over there, sitting by the pond.
Thank you. Let's see what her chambermaid can tell us then.
I think we're gonna do the side quest first.
Excuse me, you there? The gentleman with the... I cannot help but notice you bear the moon and stars. So you are an associate of the dames? Might I trouble you for some assistance? You'll be rewarded, of course.
And who exactly would I be assisting?
Oh, forgive me.
It just seems all the main story feels like a side quest, and now we're doing the side quest.
Among my
The side quest.
acquaintances. I have business beyond these walls, but the guards have grown somewhat suspicious of my comings and goings of late. I was hoping someone might be kind enough to go in my stead. And who better than someone in the employ of the Vale's proprietress? Would you be willing to help a fellow in his hour of need?
Yeah, sure.
Why not? Marvelous. The task is simple enough. Pass through the gate and deliver packages to a few of my most valued clients. There are 3 in total.
Nothing dangerous, I hope.
Why, of course not. Merely trifles, which folk beyond the checkpoint are keen to get their hands on. And though I cannot prevent you from peeking, I advise that you don't. Strongly advise.
Look at his smirk face. I need to read the journal. I don't know what we're doing. Still really witness Eastpool. From the atrocity they witnessed at Eastpool, once ordered by none other than Clive's own mother. Clive and Jill return to the hideaway to consult Sid as to what might be done. Aid Sid and aid Isabel. But why did we come here? Clive safely navigates gates of Northreach and is one step closer to the Imperial capital. That's why. However, before he can continue his journey, he must assist Vale's proprietress locate an associate recently gone missing. So technically, we okay. I did one. Yeah, we're in the. Gotcha. Meanwhile, Sid and Jill are somewhere else, or they're heading towards a different checkpoint.
As if either of us. Where's your commanding officer, Branded? Don't you know the training grounds are for real soldiers?
Oh, I'm way better than you.
Lost or something? Sorry, but the Imperial Guard's got no use for your kind. The infantry always needs more bodies, though.
I'm just passing through.
But I don't bloody believe it. The bastard's wearing the moon and stars.
That'll be why he's strutting about like he owns the place.
The Dane laughed when we offered her our protection. You reckon this prick's really worth a couple of the Emperor's finest?
I dare say there's ways of finding out. How about it, Branded? Care to show us how you earned that brooch?
Yeah.
I'd rather not.
Oh, come on.
Oh, no doubt. Only chivalrous souls that we are. Robin and I need to know the dame's being properly looked after.
Come on, Clive, give him the smoke.
Fine. If it'll put your mind at ease.
Oh.
Come on.
Just so you know.
Why would they challenge,
I
like,
won't be holding back.
a soldier with,
I
you know...
suggest you don't either. Take a moment to get ready if you need it. Wouldn't want you whining about an unfair fight.
Why would I be whining? I literally have the power to do magic stuff. You don't.
Now, let's get the measure of you, shall we?
How do I... Oh, there we go. Whoops. Okay.
If that's what you want.
Cocky bastard. All right, let's be having you.
You think he's cracked? I feel like he was not gonna be that good.
And when you go crying to your mistress, tell her it was Leon who gave you the pounding. Use all the dirty tricks you want, Brandon.
Alright.
Alright. So you know one end of a blade from the other. Enough.
He's trash.
Fuck me.
What the hell are you playing at, Leon? So it's a real challenge he wants, is it? Fine. Sword up, bearer. Let's have some fun, shall we?
Cool weapon.
How the bearer win the dame's favour anyway?
I know he went to hold my tongue for a start.
Oh, you're lucky I missed that one attack.
It's over. You got potential. I give you that.
I missed again. At least that guy respected me a little bit more. They didn't even touch me.
Can I go now?
Grieger's gash. The bastard didn't even break a sweat.
The dame's man or no, he's still a branded. Best hope the sergeant never hears about this.
Yeah, not after the bollocking he gave us for missing drills. Might be the old sod had a point.
I'll leave you to it.
Yeah, good bloody riddance.
Do us a favour. If you have to tell the dame about this, tell her we got a good few hits in, eh?
No. Literally no.
The Emperor's fine, thrashed by a branded. The sergeant may be a surly bastard, but he had our number, all right. Extra drills it is, then.
Oh, that's awesome.
On second thought, maybe don't mention this to the dame. We wouldn't want you getting into trouble for brawling now, will we?
Yeah, that's surely the reason, right?
Heard the bones fell favourably. To the Vale, then.
Branded. Piss off. Oh wait, you have the sun.
I don't know how a bearer
the moon
came by
and
the
sun.
moon and stars, but thank goodness I found you. Can I trust you to be discreet?
About what?
This guy's being nice to us.
About this. About what I wish to ask of you. About the fact that I, a humble creature, assist the Dame of the Vale in her endeavours. As unlikely as it may seem, there are those within the upper echelons of Samberquois society who find the Empire's treatment of bearers to be barbaric.
All right. But what do you want from me?
This town is carried upon the backs of its bearers, and yet many would see their servants starve. Not for the want of coin, simple fare cost little more than a pittance, but to revel in the suffering of others, a simple act of cruelty. Contemptible though it is, my countrymen would sooner cut off their noses to spite their faces than see their bearers fed. And despite my best attempts at secrecy, my efforts to dole out comestibles have been noticed. Which brings me to my request. The brand upon your cheek affords you a certain freedom, a freedom I could sorely use.
Fine. What do you need me to do?
Oh, thank you. An extra meal may not seem like much, but it will make all the difference. Here, deliver these, but keep them hidden. Quickly now. What food I can provide goes where the need is greatest. And today that happens to be the barracks. 3 bearers, overworked and underfed.
It's no wonder so many die before their time.
Tragic, true, but do not let anger make you careless. People will view this act of mercy as an undermining of the Empire's authority. Be discreet for both our sakes, and for the sake of those we feed. Oh, and when you're finished, a word in the ear of one of the dame's girls would be appreciated.
You won't be staying then?
I'm afraid not. I'm expected back in the capital. And I've
Oh,
already
I wouldn't
risked
go
much
there.
speaking with you this long.
I might kill you if you go into the capital later today.
Crystal's curse is bad enough. We can't let people starve as well.
Daily regimen, roll call, morning prayer, rounds, striking dummies, midday rations, the butts. Can I jump over this? No. It's literally like a potion right there. I think I have Joy-Con drift. Why does it keep panning up like that? I'm not touching my controller.
The Emperor's finest, thrashed by a brand.
Music's pretty dark here.
Are you waiting for it to heal on its own? Hurry up!
Looks like now's not the time. You look like you need a rest.
Oh, look at his leg.
Not half as much as I need this. Thank you. I daren't eat it here, though. Not where anyone might see.
Has it always been this bad?
Oh, it was worse before the Chamberlain. I'd be dead without him. Me and many others.
That's something at least.
Oh, it's down there. Wait, how do I get into this one?
It's not been half a moon since Bellen's tour. I need others marching.
Oh, her leg and her arm. See, these people, they don't look like old, right? They're probably older than me. So I'm curious when it like, is it like the amount of magic you use that causes the curse to happen faster? Or like what causes the curse to hit? Because I'm kind of surprised it hasn't affected us with the amount of times we've
From the
like used
Chamberlain.
magic.
Thank you. You need to leave. Now. Please.
Branded! Who told you to rest? Stoke those damn flames! And you! If you've got a message for me, out with it. If not, return to your post. Get out of my forge. If I'd wanted another bear, I would have sent for one. You branded are nothing but a nuisance. Feckless a lot of ya.
Oh, this guy's good now. Can go visit him. Wait, he's not.
Enough! Curse you! Get away from me! You'll work faster next time if you know what's good for you!
Here. It looks like you need it.
The Chamberlain must have sent you, but alas, my work is far from over. If I don't go now, they'll beat me.
You need to rest.
But I won't. I've wounds to heal and bones to mend.
And what of your own hurts?
They'll wait. As will my hunger. Thank you, though.
A drover has more regard for his cattle than the Empire does its bearers. Anyway, I'd better head to the Vale.
That bastard!
The markets are a veritable midden, teeming with vermin.
Ugh, you need not remind.
All right. Are you here for business or pleasure?
Pleasure.
Business, though not my own.
Come on, Clive.
The Chamberlain put me to work delivering food.
Ah, so he found someone to help him then. Just as well. I hear his friends back at court have been taking a little too much interest in him of late.
So he really is a Chamberlain.
There was a time when he was the Vale's most illustrious customer. Us girls thought of him as a generous uncle. He was one of the only people round here who seemed bothered by the way the Empire treats its bearers.
Rare for one in his position.
A fact not wasted on the dame. A little nudge from her is all it took, and he became the patron saint of Northreach's starving masses. My sisters and I may have lost an uncle, but bearers are being fed for a change, so we don't grumble. Much.
Glad to hear it.
Gives you faith, though, doesn't it? To know there are people out there like him. And you, for that matter. It's no wonder the dame's got a soft spot for you.
I better be going.
Now let's do that pleasure part we were talking about.
We always look forward to your visits, Clive. The dame especially.
I definitely have stick drift. I did not point up towards the ceiling. I'm actually kind of moving down. I'm gonna get a new controller. Maybe I'll buy one of those cool ones that are super expensive.
No one's allowed through the gate.
You say these are all from Dalmekia?
There's nothing here for your kind, Branded. Go on now. Shoot.
I have a delivery from Etienne. Fresh from the master's table.
Why didn't you say so? Times are hard, but this here'll make 'em less so. For a while at least. Sorry about the welcome. Meant nothing by it. You wait right here. Here. You can tell Etienne I'm a man of my word.
Perfume.
Oriflamme's finest. Just as promised.
Don't take the PS5 controller apart.
I have no business with Branded.
Well, I have business with you. A package. Fresh from the master's table.
I do not know you. Where is the merchant, Etienne?
Somewhere the gate guards won't be paying him or his affairs any mind.
Fine. Hand over the goods and be gone.
I love the people here.
This is lighter than usual. Branded, if I discover you have played me false...
I can always take it back.
You will do no such thing. Your master should cut out your insolent tongue. Had you been the tool of any other man, I would see you clapped in chains. Payment. Take it and get out of my sight.
Cigars.
Those cigars are worth more than your life. Do be careful.
I'll give them to Sid.
The fruit's not getting any fresher.
You there! Fancy a drop of the Empire's
Spices from the far
Fresh
away
fish!
and a
All
giant
from
of
the
roast
seared
onion.
rice this very...
I warn you now, I don't sell to your kind, whether you have the coin or not. Where's your master anyway?
Etienne sent me.
Didn't know he had his own bearer. Business must be booming. All right, quickly now, before the guards notice. That isn't a burden off my back. And this is for Etienne.
All this for a drink.
Not just any drink. The very best, specially distilled for my most discerning customers. The guards find that, they'll seize it before you can blink. You keep it well hidden, all right? If Etienne likes it, tell him there's more where that came from. For a price, of course.
Of course. Perfume, cigars, and spirits. Someone has expensive tastes. The question is, how can they afford to maintain them?
I'm
I
not allowed to
suppose there's
get
only
through.
one way to find out.
Don't think I haven't got my eye on you, Branded.
I haven't seen you around the Vale of late. Oh, don't tell me you've grown tired of us.
It's not that. The garrisons are being called back to the capital. We're to join the legions.
Ah, you have returned.
I believe these are yours.
Why can't he just hand it himself? It's not like we can't do anything
Delightful.
else. Or
The
we
dame
can do
will
anything
be
else.
pleased.
You don't say. And would she be pleased to learn what you had to exchange for those items?
You mean the crystals? No need to be coy, my boy.
Why not just tell me in the first place?
An honest man wears deception like shackles about his ankles. I couldn't risk you stumbling under the gaze of the guards. After all, we both know the punishment for dealing in unsanctioned crystals, even such morsels as I provide. And if you don't know what this day's work may have cost you, then, well, I dare say you'll sleep all the better for it. Despite the risk, our friends beyond the wall gladly give their finest and most treasured wares for the paltry crumbs I trade in.
I didn't realize crystals were so scarce here.
As scarce as chocobo teeth, hence the thriving market for even the scantest fragments. Do you think it vulgar that I profit from the hardship of others?
I think you're doing what you believe is necessary.
Yeah, indeed. And I don't doubt the dame would agree. A reward for a job well done. I have the goods I was commissioned to gather, and the guards are none the wiser. I thank you, as will our mutual friend when she hears of how you have aided me.
Just wondering if any other side quests may have opened up. Alright, time to find this missing person.
So you're the new escort the girls have been talking about. And you've already been sent off on an errand, eh? Poor boy. You'll be knackered before the real work begins later on tonight.
I'm told you share a bedchamber with Tatienne. Did she say anything to you before?
Before she went missing. Only that she needed to meet with someone. She did mention a name, but I know exactly who she meant.
You do?
Lad from the garrison. Annoying little shit. Spent every guil he earned on Tatienne, and picked fights with anyone else who tried to buy her time. Followed her around like a lost puppy. Tatienne was flattered at first, but it didn't take long for her to get scared. She thought about saying something. But the dame was so proud of her for how much she was bringing in, and she didn't want to let her down.
This man from the garrison. Did you ever see him?
Of course I did. He tried to sneak into our room enough times. Slimy sod's
Bruh.
got a scar over one eye. Claims he got it in battle.
You've been very helpful.
Don't let him get away with this. Find him, and you'll find her.
A man from the garrison. Seems a trip to the barracks is in order.
Well then, I suppose you'll need a little something to remember.
Heard the bones fell favourably. To the Vale, then, is it?
I'm looking for a man with a scar over his eye.
Looking for a man? Does this look like a brothel, Branded? Fuck off.
Hold your tongue. He wears the dame's brooch. One word from him and the Vale's doors will be barred to us for good.
There's only one man in the garrison with a dodgy eye. His name's Yannick. I haven't seen him around lately, though.
On account of him being in war. Yannick left a few days back. Said he had dealings with a merchant there.
The dame thanks you. Moor is the last village on the road to Oriflamme. I should let Isabel know where I'm headed.
Oriflamme. My lady.
Clive, tell me you bear good tidings.
That remains to be seen.
So she went off with this dude who's obsessed with her. And they're over here in a village next to
Oh, Tatienne, you could
Oriflamme.
have told me.
This Yannick. The soldiers I spoke to believe he's in the village of Moor. According to them, he claimed to have some business with a merchant there. Though that wouldn't explain his continued absence.
And you plan on traveling to Moor to ascertain the truth?
Isn't that what you want?
Oh, it is, but I fear sending you there may cause more harm than good. The people of Moor are rather set in their ways. You'll find they have little love for bearers, and they will not hesitate to report one such as you to the constabulary. There is a man in Moor who owes me a favor, more than one in fact. His name is Bertrand, and he works at the stables. Tell him I sent you.
I shall return as soon as I find something.
Oh, now we gotta go out there.
Think I might see you tonight?
That depends on how much you want to see.
I don't know how much he's paying. I want to know the pricings, you know?
The Dame may have given you leave to walk freely about Northridge, but one step outside these walls, and you're just another branded, with a target on his back.
Oriflamme, how many bearers suffer to keep your granaries full?
No, I didn't hit the other one.
Give them all you've got, boy.
There we go.
That's enough for today, Branded.
We should have given those people food. There's the capital.
Go on, back to the pit.
Just wondering if there's any items around here. Instead we find a dead person. Whoa, why did my audio go? That's cool.
Excellent. Another fight.
More side quest. Yay! Who are we closer to?
Have you seen my Chloe? I let her out of her pen while I did my chores, but she hasn't come back yet. I think she's lost. Please, can you help me look for her?
I can't promise I'll find her, but I'll try. Describe her to me.
She's beautiful white hair. She lets me stroke her when I'm sad. She's ever such a good girl. So quiet and kind. And she likes walking in the wheat. I know the fields are big, but she's never got lost before. Oh, she must be starving too. She hasn't eaten anything since yesterday. It is my job to feed her.
In that case, let's not keep her waiting.
No.
That's a lot of field to search. With a little luck, someone might have seen her.
You, Branded, here now.
I'd kill you right now. Show me some respect.
What kept you?
Late for what?
Did they tell you nothing? A wild beast is savaging my boy.
Sucks to
Well,
suck.
Don't just stand there gawping. Rescue him.
No one orders me around.
All right. Where is he?
My, I see they've sent me a Branded with a spine for a change. He's over that way, towards the coast. Go, and see that you kill the beast.
Your son's probably dead by now.
For someone whose son's in mortal danger, he didn't seem all that worried. Something's not right here. I need to be careful. You work these fields? I need to ask you something.
A Branded. And an outsider at that, judging by the lack of manners. Why should I help you, eh? You tell me that.
Because a girl from the village asked me to find her pet, Chloe. Have you seen her?
Chloe, is it? Oh, little Lisette's plaything. Last I saw, the filthy creature was sniffing about the windmill. That girl's old enough to know she should tie her pet up when she's finished playing with it.
The windmill.
Off with you now. I won't have idle branded underfoot.
Where we saw the dead body. Oh. You weren't here earlier. That's not white fur.
More brown than white. You're not Chloe, are you, girl? Is that?
I've seen it already.
Someone napping on the job.
Not exactly.
I hope they don't mind the interruption.
Kinda dead.
The crystal's curse.
Chloe, I was calling you. Didn't you hear me?
What?
Get up now. You've slept long enough. It's time to go home.
I had a feeling it was the dead body and it was gonna be a person. I don't know why Clive thought it'd be a pet.
Why did you already turn into a rock? I only made you do a bit of magic. You knew you were my favourite. None of the other Chloes had pretty hair. It could be months before Dad gives me another one. I have to wait until they're too tired to work anymore.
Jesus, this
Is that
kid.
all she was to you? A plaything? Do you really not care that she's dead?
She's not dead. She's a rock.
That? The crystal's curse? That's just how she died. And now she's gone forever. Giving another bearer her name won't change that.
No, don't say that.
It's true.
I'm about an Anakin Skywalker, this kid.
Without that brand, she would have been just another girl. Somebody's daughter. Just like you.
Shink!
Dad said bearers don't have parents.
They do. Parents that give them away. Families they'll never see again. But you became Chloe's family when you took her in. Remember that. And remember her.
Playthings.
I'm so sorry, Chloe.
It is when they use magic. So I'm kind of interested why we're still good, you know? Maybe we're not under all this clothing. Excuse me,
The
Chocobos.
wolf! It's going to eat me!
Not if I can help it. Stay back. I'll deal with this. You're finished!
For experience.
No! You weren't supposed to kill Wolfie. You were supposed to die. Father will have you whipped for this. Bearers aren't supposed to win. They never win.
What is this? Your father said you were being attacked.
You're not supposed to talk. Stop looking at me like that. We were only having fun.
Having fun?
Why are you still speaking? Father will hear of this.
That was your pet dog? That was an ugly ass dog, bro.
The wolf's work, no doubt. But it's not the wolf that's to blame. Someone needs to put an end to this before it happens again.
Come here this instant. How dare you frighten my son? You slaughter his poor pet, and then have the gall to return, head held high. That wolf was trained. Better trained by far than your worthless kind. You are the entertainment, nothing more. And we are most certainly not entertained.
Nor am I. You'll pay for what you've done.
See? I told you, he talks too much. It's not right. I don't like him, Father.
You're not the branded I bought, are you? How dare you deceive me? Well, the sins of the slave are the sins of the master. Go! Summon the unlucky wretch you answer to.
Ooh. That wretch would be me. Because I don't think he would care about the dame. He's not like one of the knights dudes, you know? I bet he doesn't go there. That wretch would be me.
Wretch would be me. I'm my own master. I'm beholden to no one. And I take orders from no one.
Lies! Do you think I cannot see that brand on your face?
Shut your mouth and listen. Those bearers you killed, they were people. They felt fear and pain, just as you do. And unless you wish to share in their suffering, you would do well to remember we are not your playthings.
Father, he's scaring me.
How dare you threaten us? How dare you?
Can't we just buy another hound? A bigger one, a better one.
Of course, my son. I'll have the villagers fetch us another. With jaws powerful enough to nip this branded's head clean off his shoulders.
I'm wasting my time. But I can't just leave those bearers lying out there. They deserve a proper burial. That much I can do at least. How many bearers have lost their lives to this nobleman's sport?
It's messed up.
More victims of the nobles' games. You must be Clive.
How do you know me?
My name?
The Dame. I'm in her service, like yourself. Never gets any easier, burying the dead.
Is that what you're here to do?
The mistress has me see to it that none are left to the crows. Since you're here, can you give me a hand?
Gladly. Let's put them to rest.
May their burden finally be lifted. I take it you slew the nobleman's pet?
I did. Now I expect they'll find another soon enough. And when it gets here, more bearers will die. How can they think so little of sending us to the slaughter?
Simple. Because you are not them. Bearers are tools when they're needed, and toys when they're not. And if one breaks, well, you can always buy another. Still, such attitudes don't always go unpunished.
Father! Father!
Is this your doing?
Of course not.
Karma.
Wolves kill. It's in their nature. Invite one into your home, he's gonna tear your throat out eventually. Same with bearers. Fed or not, they don't lack for fangs. What will folk do when they bite back, I wonder? The realm's less two murderous bastards, and I won't mourn the loss. Here. For their help.
You don't have to.
Take it. You never know. Our paths may cross again. Till then.
Another branded drop in the field.
If the people of Moor are as intolerant as Isabel says, it's no wonder the Empire never sent my unit here.
Oi, don't touch anything.
True. Breath of fire, heat wave, reduces cooldown. It's kind of worth. I'm not using heat wave right now, but in like another setup, I might use heat wave or something, right? I might maybe run. If I upgrade it, I can move it to another icon slot and then have like a defense setup or defensive setup. I like heat wave. We won't equip it right now though. I don't think we need it.
Are you Bertrand? The dame sent me.
Sounds about right. Only time I hear from her is when she wants something. Well, go on then. What is it?
One of her courtesans has gone missing, and I need to find her. A soldier who may have information on her whereabouts is rumored to have come here to meet with a trader.
Many traders stop to peddle their wares on their way to the capital, but only one's been seen quarrelling with a soldier.
Is he still here?
The trader? Oh, yeah. Stubborn sod stood his ground till the soldier got tired of shouting, from what I hear. If you seek him out, keep your head down. Fact is, folks round here would sooner hang a branded than help him. And that's even with the dame's brooch for protection.
Understood.
Weren't expecting any new branded until the new moon. You don't think he's a deserter, do you?
What's this? A branded? Where's your master? Must I call for a constable?
I come to you from Northreach, at the behest of the dame. Perhaps you've heard of her.
Why, of course I have. I am the good lady's servant. What is it that she requires of me?
Rumor has it you were seen arguing with a soldier some few days ago. A soldier with a scar over his eye.
Yes, that's right. He had a comb which he claimed was an antique. Said he wanted to trade it for a newer one. But old though it was, an antique it most certainly was not, as I told him. Nevertheless, he insisted that it was of great value and was quite vehement about my appraisal. I stood firm, however, and for all his bluster, he still purchased a new comb, albeit an inexpensive one.
And do you know where he went after that?
My customers aren't usually in the habit of telling me whither they are bound, but as it happens, this one did.
Yonder ruins, strange as it may sound.
My thanks.
Not at all. I would do anything for the Dame. Anything. Be sure and tell her, won't you, that I was helpful. I mean, most helpful.
You are fortunate to have fallen into the Dame's good graces, but her influence wanes the further you stray from Northreach.
It smells of death here, Torgal. Wolves. We can't let them get any closer to the village.
Stay down. That's enough. Die.
Good dodge, Torgal.
Damn it all. Bodies.
No, it's both
a
of
man and a
them.
woman. Well, the wolves have been busy, but the blood is long dry.
Look at that comb. Looks like an antique to me.
So it is you, Tatien.
If that's true, then the body next to hers will be Yannick's. The girl Yannick went off to sea every night. You said her name was Tatien.
You. Did you follow me?
Now, why would I do that? Unless you think I'd have good reason to. But no. I was sent to find Yannick. By the looks of things, I have.
We both found who we were searching for.
Nah, he was a jealous sod. Couldn't stand the thought of his woman with someone else. Then one day he sees her with a new comb. Thinks she's got herself a new gallant. Tells the garrison he's going to find the man and kill him. We know it's all talk, but then he disappears off to Moor for some dealings and doesn't come back.
If you mean this comb, it was a gift from the Dame.
If only Yannick had bothered to ask, eh?
That's
He might not be
crazy.
rotting on a hill.
I think he meant to ask her something else. He stole the old comb and bought her a new one in the hope they'd wed.
Wed? Where would they have gone? Certainly not back to Northreach with the Dame waiting. And we all know what happens to deserters. Tell the Dame I'm sorry for her loss. When the lads come to collect Yannick's body, I'll see that Tatien is delivered to the Vale.
Is that wise?
Oh, there won't be any covering up this mess. The most we can hope for is that the Dame doesn't hold it against us. Speaking of which, I saw her in Moor just now. Could you tell her what happened? Might sound better coming from you.
I need to tell Isabel. Perhaps the comb will give her something to remember Tatien by.
Weren't expecting any new branding.
If it was a message...
You are still in one piece, I see. You will be pleased to hear that your companions have arrived. They said they would meet you at a little chapel to the east of here.
Thank you, but you needn't have come all this way just to tell me. I was on my way to see you.
You found her then?
She's dead. All because you gave her a comb.
I see. My dear Tatienne. It is by no means uncommon for a client to fall for a courtesan. Especially a client who's young and far from home. But rarely do such tales have happy endings.
I found this with Tatienne. I believe it was yours.
Thank you for returning it. I shall see that it has a place on her pyre.
I should go.
Before you do, I have one last gift. A token of my thanks. The Veil counts among its patrons several high-ranking officers of the Imperial Army. According to one of the looser-tongued gentlemen, it would appear that the legions are planning to march south.
Otto mentioned the same thing.
But did he mention that it was all of the legions? This is no mere skirmish. Were I to guess, I'd say the Emperor planned to abandon the capital. But that couldn't possibly be true now, could it? Take care, Clive.
Right.
I will.
Because he wants to conquer more land.
And thank you again.
I remember the cutscene. How to go up there? How do we get up there? Oh.
It amuses me that Cid would choose a chapel for your rendezvous. There never was a more unrepentant soul in all the realm.
I might miss this, but I'm assuming like Jill and Cid probably had to like take the long way. It's probably recognizable, mainly Cid. Me, I'm just a branded. Save here because I think we might be doing a little bit more after this. We might be in the capital. Next thing, after a cutscene or two.
Any trouble on the way?
None worth mentioning.
As I was telling Jill, it's worse than I thought. The capital's crawling with soldiers.
And here I am, the deserter come home.
Which is why we'll be taking the back door.
Pleasure houses. Oh my.
Cheer up, you two. Can't think of a safer place in the Empire than a... brothel.
Really? Doesn't seem very private.
So then, how do we proceed?
We'll be using the glass gate. Tonight, just after sunset.
Where the shards are loaded for transport. That is one of the most heavily guarded points in all of Sambrek.
But not the most, which is a start. Besides, I know a shortcut straight to the heart.
A shortcut. And how exactly did you come to know about this fatal chink in the Empire's armor?
Let's just say I may have attempted something similar before.
Never mind.
And may have ended up running for dear life after being discovered by the
I just,
armor.
you know...
But that's not important.
Words used differently
Sid,
sometimes.
if the mother crystals truly are the cause of the blight...
If? You wound me, Jill.
What I'm trying to say is, if the powers that be know all of this, why do they sit idle and allow it to continue?
In case you haven't noticed, the God-fearing people of this realm and their pious leaders care for but one thing, themselves. And they'll do whatever it takes to hold on to power. The rest of us are just a means to an end. The moment you raise your voice against them, you're decried as an outlaw, clapped in irons and slung in a cell to rot.
An outlaw.
Whoever controls the crystals controls the realm. But our kind can wield magic without them. To our rulers, we must seem the most convenient of tools, and the most dangerous.
But what makes them think they have the right to use us? To leave us to die when our bodies are spent?
Does a nobleman weep for a broken mug? A torn tunic? Our fate means nothing to them. No, this isn't a battle you can win with words. Believe me, I've tried, but nothing ever gets through. The world is simply not ready to listen. So to hell with talking. If they won't give us a say, we'll decide our fates another way. You can't blame a man for wanting to bring an end to all this, can you?
I can't. But what of all the people you mean to rob of their comforts? Are you happy for them to call you outlaw?
Sid the Outlaw. Ah, that'll do me.
You might at least pretend to take this seriously.
Have a little faith, Jill. Even if you don't think much of my choice of digs. If it means my deeds will be remembered, I'll gladly play the role of villain. But first, we have a gate to crash. And once we're in, there'll be no turning back. So you best make ready. The world won't save itself.
Alright. I'll leave off here. Probably continue tonight. Yeah.